Good afternoon or good evening, everybody. How are you? Let's see how we're doing. Might work. Looks good. Let's see who shows up. All right, let's see if the chat is working today. Please check in by typing your child's. Hey, Sangram, how are you? How are you, sir? We're going to get started in just a minute. Have you guys been in this room before? This is my Lego dojo. I see two people. All right. If you are here for the Ricochet Evolve Arts class, then you're in the right place. Good to see everybody. Let's see who shows up. We're going to give it, I don't know, 3 more minutes. I see two people in the participant, or 3. Okay. Let's type your name. Get yourself checked in. I'm going to turn this on. Ria. Hi, Ria. Is Rashini here as well? And Roshini. Hello. Good to see you, girls. Well, I haven't seen you yet. I will see you in a little while. All right, gonna get started in, let's call it 2 minutes. While I'm waiting to see who checks in, I am going to pull some information out of my computer and put it in the chat. This class is supposed to be a live stream for, let's call it 35 minutes or so, 30 minutes or so, and then a Zoom meeting. So I'm going to get the information about the Zoom meeting, and I'm going to put it in the chat for anybody who wants to do both. Oh, it's quiet. How's everybody doing? How was your week or your weekend? Is everybody getting outside into the sunshine? That's that. Looks good. Fantastic. Meeting schedule. We have a 5:30 meeting today. How do I do this? Get that. We're not going to start the meeting, but I am going to take this and I'm going to put it in the chat. Now let's do this. Okay, I am just getting finished setting up. And this is the information for today's Zoom meeting. Whoa, that's a pretty long link. Let's see if that works. Okay. Now all of a sudden my chat is not working. Okay. Fun times. It was working a minute ago. Let's try something random. You get to stare at my great big old face. Sorry. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Okay, let's see if this works. That works. Aha, so there is a limit to how much I can type in the chat. And it might be that it just won't let me do. There it is. Okay, that should be the link for the Zoom meeting. There we go. Let's see if it works. And it does. Okay. Good evening, everybody. I see 4 people on, but I only have 2 check-ins. I know there's 3 of you, but 2 of you are together in the same place. So if you haven't checked in, please do. This is also very dark, so let's see if we can get to a place that's a little lighter. There we go. All right, guys, we ready? So we're going to get started same way we start every karate class. I'm going to do a little bit more of an official introduction because these workouts are taped. Then we'll get started, okay? Oh, there's a check-in. Who's checking in? Yes, I know. Thank you, Ria. I figured that out eventually. Appreciate the information, though. All right. Good evening. My name is Sensei Chris Baglieri, and I want to welcome you to Evolve Arts. This is our Ricochet online class for Ricochet students. For beginners, you're welcome to join us, whether you know some karate or nothing. Some of the students here are returning students, so we'll assume a certain amount of knowledge, but we'll go slowly. And to start off every class, we're going to start off by bowing in. So I'm going to back up and illustrate how we stand at attention. And then I'm going to say the student code. Student code, respect, integrity, perseverance, discipline, pride. And we bow by putting one fist inside the other hand. So it's going to be a fist and a hand. Move just a little closer so you can see. And hand over fist, elbows tucked in, and we bow. And that's my phone. Sorry, I should have silenced it. Let's try that again. And we bow by putting our hand over our fist. And we bow and jogging in place. Let's start your body jogging. Good job. Pick your knees up a little bit higher off the ground. Good job. All right, kick your feet up behind you. So your feet are kicking up against your behind. Excellent. And we're going to start by marching in place, picking our knees straight up, using our hands as a target, and let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, 10. Now we're going to do each one twice. 2, other side. 1, 2, other knee. 1, 2, other knee. 1, 2, and pick one up and hold it. Kicking stance. Can you balance on one foot long enough for me to go silence my phone? Let's see. You guys should be balancing on one foot. Okay, my phone is now on silent. Let's pick it up where we left off. Kicking stance. Touching your toe to the ground. Cat stance. Picking your foot up. Kicking stance. Just kicking straight ahead, holding your foot out. 2, 3, back, and cat stance. Remember, in cat stance, we want to keep our hands away from our body. I don't really care if your hands are open or closed, but you don't want them like this. This is called teddy bear position. You want them away from your body for balance, okay? Try the other leg. Left leg forward. This thing is getting in my way, so we're going to move it. Cat stance. Kicking stance. Cat stance. Kicking stance. Slow kick, straight out. Pick it up and put it down. Good job. Hands up, stretch high, above your head. Good. Hands forward. Reach out towards the computer and stretch. Please hold that position for a moment. This is getting on my nerves. Here we go. Stretch forward. Good. Stretch down, pushing your knees backwards. Holding your arms letting your arms hang, pointing at your toes. Take a breath. Go a little lower. Take a breath. Go a little lower. See if you can touch your toes. See if I can touch my toes today. It's been Here we go. All right. Let's bring it up and let's do some upper body, loosening the body, swinging back and forth. Good. Please continue that motion for a moment while I check the messages and see who's chiming in with chats. Nope, looks pretty good. All right, swinging your body back and forth. Good job. Reaching around. Try to reach all the way around your body with your arms. Good. Now we're going to add some lunges. So spread your feet out a little bit. And as you turn in this direction, point your toe in that direction and bend your knee. Good. Switch. Pointing my toe in this direction, twisting my body all the way over that side. Switch. Good. All right. Feet side by side. And we're going to reach over, grab our elbow, and stretch. Excellent. Same arm. Reach across your body with your left arm, or with your right arm, excuse me. Reach across and pull. Loosen up your shoulder. Arm, reach across, reach over, grab your elbow. One more time, reach across, grab your elbow. All right. Feet together, frog position. All right, you should be able to see me from there. Put your hands flat on the floor, feet out, bridge position. And let's practice getting back into frog position. Feet up, frog position. Good job. Try to keep your hands on the floor the whole time. Kick your feet out, bridge position. Feet in, frog position. Feet out, bridge position. Hold that position. Try to make your body nice and flat. And we're going to do some push-ups. Bending your elbows, go down, count 1, and up, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4. Let's do one more. Down, 5. Okay, you can put your knees down and take a little break. If you're having a hard time doing push-ups, we've talked a number of times about how to practice them and make them a little bit easier, but I'm in a really good space right now to show you what I mean. So I don't know what's in the room that you're in. You might be in a room with a chair or a couch, but you can try this activity. To get better at your push-ups, and this is a great thing to do during a quarantine when you're sort of stuck in the house. If you need a break from sitting on a computer screen, get a table like this one that can't move because it's up against a wall. Put your hands against the edge of the table. Now, if you don't have a table, you could use a couch or the edge of a bed. You can use something that's lower, sort of like, give you a little view here. This low table that I have might be the height of a chair. There's got to be something that you can't move, because what you're going to do is you're going to put your chest against it and you're going to try and get back up. Notice how my legs are straight, okay? So in the room you're in, if there's a couch or a chair, I want you to try this on the couch or the chair. Okay, I'm going to take this chair that I have, and I'm going to put it up against the wall so it can't move. So your couch shouldn't be able to move. If you're in your bedroom, you can use your bed. So I've got the chair, and I'm going to put my chest on this soft bottom of the chair like this, and I'm going to push up. Okay, now do not use a chair on wheels. You notice how I put this chair against the wall so it couldn't move? Use something that won't move, okay? So let's get back on the ground and do a different exercise that you can do to get your push-ups a little stronger. So let's get back on the ground. Hands down, touching the ground. Okay, now I want you to bring your feet out behind you. And instead of doing a push-up, what I want you to do is concentrate on lowering your body to the ground as slowly as you can. Don't let your knees or your chest touch the ground. Go down as slow as you can, as slow as you can. And if you run out or you've collapsed or whatever and you land on the ground, you can put your knees down for a second, then pick your knees up, lock them straight, and do it again. Slow down, push up, and try to hold it. And when you're touch the ground, put your knees down, lift your body up, lock your knees, and do one more time. Okay, knees down, kneel up, and let's do some core work, which is exercising the other side of our body. We're going sit in turtle position, and let's practice our floor kicks. Lift your body up off the ground, which is also strengthening your arms. Pick your foot up. So we're going to use our right foot, and we're going to touch the ceiling. Snap kick. Then the wall in front of us, and we're going to review this standing up. So I want you to really focus on this. Tap your toes against the ground, and then tap them against the ceiling in your imagination. Snap kick, thrust kick. Using the bottom of your foot, put your toes as far back as they go. One more time. Snap kick, thrust kick. Let's put that foot down, lift the other foot up, but don't put your body down. So you're getting an arm workout here, holding yourself up. Snap kick. And if you're not sure what part of your foot you want to hit with, tap that part of your foot against the ground. Snap kick, thrust kick. Snap kick, thrust kick. One more time. Snap kick, thrust kick. Good. Now lay this leg straight down on the ground because we're going to use this leg to get up. So I've got one bent knee here. The knee that's bent, I'm going to take that elbow and put it on top. And I've got this little shield here. What I'm going to do is use my hand on the floor to lift my body up. And then I'm going to pull this foot that's in front of me back until it's behind my body. So I'm going to lift my body up, put that foot way behind me, and stand up. Let's try that in reverse, okay? So we're in this sort of sideways self-defense stance now. What I want you to do now is practice getting down on the ground in the opposite motion. So I'm going to take my hand, my left hand, and put it down on the ground, sort of between my 2 feet like this, and make a triangle. I'm going to lean on that hand, going to take my back foot and kick the computer with it. And now I'm back and kicking in turtle position, okay? Let's try it again. I'm going to straighten this leg out so I know which one is which. My right leg is straight. My left leg is straight. Sorry, let's say that again. My left leg is straight. My right knee is here. My right hand is my shield. And what I'm going to do is stay behind my shield, lift my body up, and put this foot behind me. So I'm behind my shield, and now I can stand up. Good job. So I'm going to move a little closer to the camera so we can practice our basic strikes. Looks like we got 3 people. That's a problem too, but we'll see. Okay. So we're going to practice our basic strikes. I've got my feet spread out, toes pointing straight ahead, knees bent, and this is horse stance or side stance. But when we're facing forward with it, it's called horse stance. When we face sideways, it's called side stance. So we're going to face forward in a horse stance. I'm going to move a little bit closer so you can see my hands more clearly. Curling my fingers, locking my thumbs, pointing my knuckles, and let's work on our basic strikes. Starting off with the original basic strike, double punch. So we're going to turn it upside down, chamber to the side of our body. Notice when you look at my arms, nothing is sticking out, and my arms aren't sagging down so that you can see my arm. All you can see is my fist pointing right at you. So that's what I want you to do. Point your fists straight ahead. Double punch, chamber, double punch. Bend your knees a little bit. Notice my head sits right on top of my fists. So I want to be aiming right underneath the line of my chin. And when I tuck my head, I want my head to be straight up, pointing my chin where my fists are going. Chamber, double punch. Chamber, double punch. Breathe in, breathe out. Usually when we get ready to do a technique, when we're chambering or preparing a technique, we breathe in. Then when we do it, we breathe out. Breathe in, count 1. Breathe in, count 2. Breathe in, count 3. Breathe in, 4. Breathe in, 5. One more, 6. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in, 7. Breathe in, kia. Good. Let's do single punches. Leave one fist out. Now it's right under my chin. Other hand is chambered. So you notice that my body is not turned. My chest is pointing straight ahead. If I had a word on my shirt, no, I'm not wearing a shirt with words on it. If I had a word on my shirt, it would be, you'd be able to read the words on my shirt. So I'm not twisting my body. It's pointing straight ahead. So I've got my right hand punching. My left hand is chambered. When we switch, they turn upside down. And this one goes to a chamber. Switch, 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 switch. Okay, can you hear my punches? If you can, it's because the sleeves of my uniform are snapping because I'm snapping my punch into place. I'm not sort of, I'm pushing my punch out fast, freezing it in place, and flipping my fist over at the very end to snap it into place. So let's practice together. Switch. Good job. A little faster. Bend your knees and your punch will get stronger and faster. Switch. Good job. Switch. 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 One more. Yeah. Good job. Let's work on our other strikes. So after double punch, cross your hands and we're going to do double back fist. And let's do a couple of those. Cross, uncross. When I cross my fists, the knuckle part of my fist is pointing out towards you. You are my opponent right now. Okay? And I'm going to swing it out until it stops in this position. Cross them, uncross them. Cross, uncross. If we do just one hand, it looks like this. Cross, uncross. Do the other hand. Cross, uncross. Let's do it with a guard. So our hands come down here from a guard. I'm going to turn my body to the right, and I'm going to use this hand, back fist, and come back. Switch, back fist. Switch, back fist. Switch, back fist. Good. Now I'm going to make it a little bit more complicated. Instead of just turning my guard, I'm going to take one hand, pick it up by my face, and bring it straight out, back fist. Good. Take my other hand, bring it all the way around my head, back fist. Good. Switch, back fist. Switch. My body stays pointing in this direction. The fist comes out, and then comes back to a shield. Good. Switch, back fist. Switch, reach over the top. Bang. Switch, reach over the top. Bang. Good. Excellent. Let's do the next one. Who knows what the next strike is? Usually it's double hammer fist. Double hammer fist. But we're going to do single strikes today. So instead of double hammer fist, I want to do one hand. And instead of striking right here, we're going to strike across our body and down, like hammering a nail. Excellent. So you're going to take your right hand, bring it to your ear, bring your elbow higher than your shoulders, and turn your body just a little bit. Hammer fist down. Excellent. Leave that hand there. I want you to pretend someone's grabbing you, like someone from out there is grabbing you, and you're going to take your other hammer fist, bring it up above your head, and use it to escape from that grab. Okay? So someone's grabbing my hand. I'm going to bring my hand up, I'm going to pull this one back, and while they're struggling holding onto my hand, I'm going to strike the back of their wrist. Hammer fist. Good. Switch. Hammer fist. Switch. Hammer fist. Switch. Last one. Yeah. Excellent. All right. Everybody knows vertical punches. Vertical means straight up and down. So let's make a vertical line with our fingers. That's a vertical line. Straight up and down. What's this kind of line called? Anybody know? It's called a horizontal line, and this is called a vertical line. So if I put my knuckles in this line that goes across, that's a horizontal punch. We don't call it horizontal punch, but that's what it properly is. Good job, Ria. Okay, this is a horizontal punch. So when I stack my knuckles up this way and then make this line, that's a vertical punch. So double vertical punch. Now we're going to play a swapping game. Take the one that's on the bottom, bring it up and touch your chin with it, then put it on top. Take the one that's on the bottom, bring it up and touch your chin with it, and put it on top. Take the bottom hand away, put it on top. Bottom hand away, put it on top. Bottom hand away, put it on top. And when this one goes on top, that one immediately comes away. Let's see if people have got that. I'm going to point my body straight ahead. Take the one in the back, put it on top, and as soon as it finishes punching, this one comes back. Good. Switch. Switch. When I do my vertical punches, you should see my fists coming straight at you. Switch. 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 Excellent. What you shouldn't see is this. They're not changing places this way. They're changing places one above the other. Ready? Switch. 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 So that would be attention stance. Shake out your hands a little bit if you're sweating or warm. Good job. That would be a great thing to practice on your own. Up until now, your classes have been doing double strikes, double punch, double back fist, double hammer fist, double vertical punch. So now what I want you to do is practice single strikes, single punches, single back fists, single hammer fist, single vertical punch. So you notice I did 4 of each. Let's try those together just once, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. Oh my goodness. Is today Star Wars Day? And I almost forgot it. Thank you very much for reminding me that today is Star Wars Day. May the 4th. May the 4th be with you too. Okay, you ready? Single punches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do a back fist. Ready? 1, cross, back fist. 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do the hammer fist. Come here and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do vertical punches. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, who's good at multiplication? What's 4 times 4? 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. If you got 4 different strikes and you're going to do each one of those 4 times, that's 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 16. So this drill has 16 moves. 4 punches, 4 back fists, 4 hammer fists, 4 vertical punches. So 16 moves. Next week, we'll check and see who can do that quickly. Good math, Ria. All right. So I want to start talking a little bit about kicks, okay? I want to first do a lesson in bad kicks. So we're going to do some really bad kicks together, okay? It's a little bit too low. Let's fix this. Okay, so I've lowered it down so you can get a better look at my feet. So, and I'm going to turn sideways a little bit, okay? So here I am in my self-defense stance, okay? So I want to do some bad kicks today. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do front kick. So that's a bad kick for a couple of reasons. One is that I'm sort of off balance. 2 is that I'm actually kicking with the toes on my feet. If my target was in front of me, I would be hitting it with my toes. Hitting things with toes is bad because they break. Yeah, I don't want you to kick anything in your house except the air. But I'm going to use this target to show you what I'm talking about when I say a bad kick. So here's my kick, and I go, and my toes hit the target, and they break off. Okay. Which part of my foot do I want to hit the target? The same part of my foot that hits the floor when I jump up and down. So what I want you guys to do is right where you are, I want you to get up on your toes and just jump up and down 3 or 4 times. Now, don't let your heels, don't let the back of your foot touch the floor. And if I turn around so you can see the backs of my feet, you see my heels are not touching the floor. Now when I relax, they do, but I'm up on my toes. Good. Now this part of my foot, what we call walking on tiptoes, that's the part you have to kick with, which means you got to learn how to make this part of your foot go straight out to the target. So we already know how to practice kicks properly. But now I'm asking you to think about how to think about the strike properly. Think about what your kick is actually doing. Here's how we practice them properly. First of all, let's get in our self-defense stance. Check and see if your feet are spread out, your knees are bent, if your front foot is pointing straight ahead, and your front arm is in front as your shield, and your back arm is next to your face, and that's kind of part 2 of your guard. This is called an open guard, where one arm is in the front and one arm is in the back. So I've got my self-defense stance. I have to first shift my body backwards and do a cat stance. And this brings my foot right in front of my other foot. When I'm in defense stance, they're spread out a little bit. But when I do a cat stance, my front foot goes in front of my back foot. So cat stance. Then I pick my knee up. When I do that, if I turn my body sideways, you can see that my foot is already in this toes down kicking position. So you can practice that in your cat stance. Tap that foot against the floor. Okay, put your hands up for balance. Now hold your foot stiff, pick it up, and do a kick. And as you step forward into your stance, step out into a stance with your knees bent. So that's our 4-count front kick. Cat stance, kicking stance, front kick, defense stance. Cat stance, kicking stance, front kick, defense stance. Now we've practiced that a lot in class, so I'm not going to do a whole lot of them. I'm just going to switch feet. That was just kind of a review for 4-count front kicks. We're going to do count 1 is cat stance, hands up. Count 2 is kicking stance. Check that toe to make sure that your toe is pointed down, or the bones in your foot are down and your toes are pulled back out of the way. Point that forward. Cat stance, kicking stance, front kick, defense stance. Now, when you notice when I kick, my body moves just a little bit because I'm pushing my hips forward when I'm kicking. So my body sinks just a little bit, but it doesn't, my arms don't fly around. I'm not doing this. Okay, and I'm not doing this, pulling my head back. What I'm doing is keeping my head still and pushing my belly button towards the target. Defense stance. Let's try a 4-count kick. Cat stance, kicking stance, front kick, defense stance. Say the words if you're a beginner so you can get used to them. Cat stance looks like I'm sitting on my imaginary chair. Kicking stance, balancing on one foot. Front kick, and as I step out and my knees bend, I'm in my defense stance. One more time, cat stance, kicking stance, front kick. Now when you step down, I want you to do the next move. Punch. Those two things go together like peanut butter and jelly. Kick and punch. Try it again. Front kick, punch. You notice I didn't actually do all the parts of front kick. I just said front kick, but I did all the parts. I didn't stop and explain them. I didn't say cat stance, kicking stance, front kick. Instead, I just said front kick, but I did all the parts. So think of each part as you do them. Front kick, cat stance. Then when my foot touches down, punch. One more time. Kick, punch. Now switch hands, reverse punch. Let's practice that switching motion just a couple times. If you notice, my punch and my back foot are both pointing straight ahead. Excellent. Now try punching with the other hand. Punch, reverse punch, punch, reverse punch, punch, reverse punch. Pull this hand all the way back to chamber and you get a more powerful reverse punch. Chamber, reverse punch, but we're still going to protect our head on this movement. Punch, reverse punch. Punch high, reverse punch middle. Punch high, reverse punch middle. Excellent. Let's put all that together just to practice our first combination. Starts off with a kick. Front kick, punch, reverse punch. Hands up, do it again. Kick, punch, reverse punch. Excellent. Try the other foot. So we're back to this one again. Front kick, punch, reverse punch. Hands up, do it again. Front kick, punch, reverse punch. Hands up, front kick. This time when I punch, I'm going to pull my reaction arm all the way back to this powerful position so I can do a strong reverse punch. Excellent. All right, good job on first combination. Still only 2 people. That's a problem. Okay. I want to work on second combination, and I want to do this in a way. I think we did second combination last week. I'm not sure. Okay, here, since I've got you guys to ask, who knows second combination by heart, and who remembers if we practiced it last week? Ria, Roshini, Sangram. All right, let's go over second combination. If you were typing. So now to do this, one way to do second combination is to use something. Hello, Rashini. One way to do second combination is to use something like a wall or a table or a chair for balance, okay, to practice the perfect roundhouse kick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this thing over here, use it as my balance. You can use a chair if you've got one or something in the room, something you can put your hand on. Okay, so I know you know second combination. The question I had was, did we practice it last week? So you know what? I have a thought. There's only 3 people in class, so maybe we should change things up a little bit. If you have parents in the room with you, please have them type yes in the comments. Or just type yes for them. That's fine. Okay. So Ria and Rashini have your parents, and Sangram, is Dad still here? If not, could you get him, please? All right. The reason I'm asking you if your parents are here is because I'd actually like to change over to a Zoom meeting, which means we're going to need some parents' help because there's only 2 people. So there's no reason not to just switch over to do Zoom for the instruction part of class. Okay. Okay. So thank you, Mr. Gander. So Ria and Rashini and Sangram, can you please have your parents help you switch over to the Zoom meeting, which I am going to open up right now so that if you click on it, it should work so we can see each other and talk. Okay. I'm going to start the meeting. That means it should be there if you guys click on it. Taking me a few minutes to connect. Not really sure why. Zoom might be busy, I guess. Let's see. All right, give it a shot, folks. Give me a second. I don't want to close this chat until we're all in the Zoom meeting. I'm actually going to try that again. I'm going to click on the link that I gave you guys. Nope. Okay. Gotta fix that. Give me a second. So that meeting link that I sent you is not correct. Gonna do it again. Here we go. All right. Let's get this and this. See if this works. All right, try this one, guys. So that link should work. Yay. Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Are you guys in 2 different rooms? I will unmute you all. So there we go. Nice job, sir. Everybody's unmuted. Hi, ladies. How are you? Now let's see if I can hear you. Why am I not hearing? I don't know. I'm closing the not Zoom. I'm closing the live stream, the YouTube. Yes, I want to end it. Thank you very much.